This is a power saw. That's what I'm talking about. Okay friends, so I got a few saws today I want to try. I'm trying some different mufflers. I'm always, kind of squeaking my ideas a bit here and there, trying to get the most out of each saw I own. When it comes to bucking a big long log like this, I look for air. So I've actually got a whole pile of air here. See it all there? But where do I drop the log? Well, let's say I buck it right there. And you think, well, it'll roll down that way or this way. Well, it won't. It won't, because the grade comes up right there. See this? You see what I mean? You're not rolling that up the hill, okay? So, this is what I mean. You're not rolling up over that hump right there, So, you ask yourself, well, it looks like this buttress, I could buck through, because I'm in the dirt right there. Like, I'm in it. I was able to get a couple off the end, but here, when I do my finish bucks, I've got three moves I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish a buck right there. And another thing, you're not rolling this up here. It's not going back uphill. It's going this way. This chunk is. This one is. But the next one, friends, is actually going downhill here. See that downhill? So I want to utilize the weight. It's all in pivot points and fulcrums. So there's going to be 100 ways to do this, but I picked the easiest way, and that includes going and knocking those little nubs off there. Everything when it's time to buck. So I have a program and I'm going to share it with you. And you're going to watch how much energy and lack of energy that I put into this. But I am going to run some different saws. I want to run my 86er right now. So what we'll do is we'll finish this first buck with the 86er. Okay? This is Iron Horse's 372, which was ported and turned into a 86cc freaking 372 carcass. Okay? That's what this saw is. Now, I'm not gonna go, let's see, there's rocks here. There's quite a, I should take the time. I honestly should. I got this little council tool axe here. I might do something with council. I'm not sure yet. So, you see what I mean? I wanna, right here. Just give it a knock where you're bucking. Like this.
So we're all excited to get on the saw, but guess what? You spend 2 or 3 minutes prepping this. What's the option? You dig in from impatience and you hit rocks, and the first thing you do is you feel a chatter in your saw, and now you got to stop. Well, how long does it take to file your saw or swap out a chain, whatever your program is? Think about this for a minute. Just take a deep breath. Prep the log.
Should be okay. Sorry. square ground chain with about a 25 thou raker, okay friends? 25 thou, it's a nice falling chain. See how it's not crabby? It's just, you can lean on that saw. It's beautiful, friends, it is. Well, that 86er, friends, is a well, it's a monster. It's an absolute monster. Let's have some real fun here now. Let's get into an old vintage 125. Now I got to start getting smart with my bucking here. Right? This is where I got to get smart. 1, 2, 3, and then I got a bucket here. And drop the buck, roll this big piece down so I'm not fighting stuff. This is where we get smart. Now I don't want to roll on this rope, so I'll put this rope up here so that when it rolls right over top of it. See? Like this. It'll roll right over top of that. And this better not stop it, so I'll put that there, so that'll be good, it'll roll. These Macs are crazy. They're freaking crazy. This is, what is this here? Let's look. Almost looks like a 36-inch bar. What is this? Or 33 or something? I can't even really see, but it's long. I think it's longer. But it is hand file, friends. She's hand file, alrighty?
Friends, I got a hungry raker on this saw right now. Like I'm thinking close to 40, 35 for sure. It's very hungry. And the next time I file a saw and run it, it's gonna be mean. It's pulling me into the wood right now. Friends, do you know a mistake a lot of people make when you hear someone will say, oh, those Macs, they never start. You can never get them started and this and that. Do you know what the problem is? They don't know the saw. They choke it and it won't start. Well, you've instantly flooded the saw.
What if it'll start with no choke?
That saw I just pulled right out of the back of my truck, and I always try my max 1 or 2 pulls before I choke it. Because if there's fuel in the carb, it's gonna fire.
This is a power saw I bought off Bear Claw many, many years ago. Hang on, I gotta itch my back, friends. Oh, they're on the side of the truck. But this muffler was something that I spent probably 2 hours on with a die grinder. It's off of an old Pioneer, friends. Look at it. Look at this muffler. Look at it.
Okay, friends, so we're obviously fat on the low jet, which definitely plays around with your final product as you crack on the throttle on these things, on any of these little motors. But watch what happens. Listen to what happens. Friends, this is a scenario where I can't actually wait for the next filing, because this is a scenario where it will cut faster than it is now. It's taxing the motor. They don't mind it, these old saws, but I'll tell you, once the next filing, this thing's going to be faster. So friends, after I dropped that buck, I just did a quick kerf cut. You know what I mean by that? Like just opened up the space between the two pieces. Like literally just cut it in there. Just want to bore you with the details. So it'll move now. Friends, this is the first 125 I ever bought off of Bear Claw. And you see what I done there? I was running it fat at the beginning, and then I leaned her up a little bit, had some fun, and then I always fatten it back up and check things at the end because I love the fuel going to this saw. Keep them fat, keep them safe. You'll cook them, and you will be very upset if you don't learn how to do this.
Okay, I'm talking to people who run these old saws and people who have cooked them. I know people who have cooked these saws, okay? You've got to be careful. That's why I'm so adamant about these saws. Not many people work on these saws anymore. And if you, this one here, friends, this saw's special to me. I bought it off of Bear Claw. Here. I bought this saw off Bear Claw. And as you can see, it's a hungry saw. It's a full house chain. It's probably about a 35 thou raker on this one, friends. Okay. It was screaming there, screaming. And I remember when I first bought it off the Claw, and I ran it hard, and I asked him one day, I said, Bear Claw, I said, I was in a log similar to this, a little bigger, and me and Hogan took this big fir down, and I'm telling you, friends, the gas tanks on these things are massive to begin with. I could cut this log and another one beside it. They're crazy. So, but I told Bear Claw, I said, it didn't show me any signs of getting like lean or anything. I said, it just screamed through this wood. I'll never forget that day. He said, Buckin, that's what they do. He says, that's what they do. Nothing could compete. Nothing could even get close with a finely tuned cart motor in the big fir. Nothing. Nothing. So I'm so honored to have this saw. I cut some big balsam down with it one time and it rolled off the stump and I thought I injured it. I thought I did something to a reed or not, or maybe the carb, but you saw it run there, right? And then I fattened it. I fattened it up because I don't want to hurt this saw. But once in a while, I tweak that high jet a little and I rip it like that. Friends, that's big wood. That's freaking big wood right there. That's a 36 or a 33-inch bar. So I hope you could see my thought process here. I'm not stopping with this thing. I might even give it a stroke to soften that bite a bit. Give it a stroke with the file. You know what I mean? And keep running her. I got Tin Man's 461 I want to run here too. It's Hogan's. Yeah, this is hungry, this thing. It's hungry. Oh, she's cutting, friends. Look at this. Look at this thing. She's cutting. But look what we got for a chain. Look at. Hey? Right? We're right down to nothing. But she's cutting like a banshee right now. Look at the top plate. It's a dream. Let's do some more 125. I fattened her up a bit, friends. She's a hungry chain. I'm just gonna roll with it right now. That saw pulls, Tin Man. That's actually a nice saw. Tin Man built that 461, friends. It's a cutter. It's a freaking cutter. Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, friends. I really don't. But I'm a little bit blown away over there. That thing right there. I think that's its biggest workout.
Oh, crikey, mate, you gotta try some of our grey box.